Bro, if I got iced out like him just then, fuck you. I'm taking my points to the grave, bitch. Why's Reggie dressed like this? Like, yeah, I get it. It's like a dress made out of receipts. But bro, you couldn't cash out a receipt for some Air Force Ones, some skinny jeans. You know, God forbid you pull up to the culling games with some drip, bro. Alright gang, JJK Season 3 Episode 11. There is one episode left before we reach the halfway point and the end of Part 1 of Season 3. Whoever signed off on cutting this season in half, fire them now. So Domain, MEGUMI just released his domain expansion at the end of the last episode. Is he about to get cooked? Or is he about to get plot armor and do some cooking? Let's find out. Alright, so here we go. We're gonna get a super complex, for no reason, explanation about some fucking technique, bro. I hope you got your notebooks. I hope you got your pad, your pencils. I hope you got a whiteboard for you to do a flowchart diagram on how all of this shit makes sense, just to explain this one technique. Let's go. Okay, hey, maybe not. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe they have simplified the explanations. Let's fucking go. Okay, never mind. They're just yapping. Like, bro, I'm not even reading what's on the bottom. Basically, this technique counters domains. MEGUMI is him. So it doesn't matter. That's all you need to know. Oh, the compounding irregularities and the flow of Gojo's infinity to flow into the domain. Shut up. Looks like Toji there. And bro, how did he come to that conclusion? Like, really, how did he come to the conclusion that Megumi's being crushed by the weight of his own shadows and all that sort of shit? Just fucking... whatever. Let's roll with it. That'd crush MEGUMI, right? As well? Yeah. Bro, he got around Hikari for 20 seconds and changed his whole personality. He's gambling on this, like Hikari would. His hair's forward like Toji. Gambling like Toji as well. Just be yourself, man. Come on. Yeah, okay. I like that he's thinking about this, because these are thoughts that I would be having if I was in this situation. Not, oh, let me just jump into a shadow and recreate my trump card, whatever that is. Because, yeah, that's something I don't really like, when a character just on the fly comes up with something and it works. Like, oh, if I jump into a shadow and do this, like, I'll win. And even when they explain it, it's still like, it's like that RDC meme where the dude's hiding behind the couch and he goes, come out from behind the couch. And the dude stands up and he goes, how'd you know I was there? He goes, well, the average room has 2,883,000 particles. When I walked into this room, it had 387 million. It's like, yes, bro, pretty much. Like, it just because you explain it doesn't mean it's good. Like, know what I mean? So that's a GG, right? He's just going to drown in the shadow. He jumped into the shadow and it didn't pay off. Okay, I guess that makes sense, but I'm assuming when he's inside that shadow, it's like an ocean. It's not like a swimming pool. And even if it was, those cars sank before him and they're way heavier, so they'll be sinking way faster. So even if he issued them a command to come and get him and push him back up to the surface, it will still take time for those cars to get to him and then for them to cover the distance that he had already sunk. And he was already running out of breath. Fuck it, let's just roll with it. Oh my god, dude, this episode's a 2 out of 10. It ain't that serious. Like, just relax. Okay. So he's gonna let Megumi. Basically, I interpreted that as he's gonna let Megumi just go ham, gas himself out, and then he's gonna hit him with like a one shot or a finishing move. Let's see. Bro, why is Reggie dressed like this? Like, yeah, I get it. It's like a dress made out of receipts. But bro, you couldn't cash out a receipt for some Air Force Ones, some skinny jeans. You know, God forbid you pull up to the culling games with some drip, bro. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, shoulder. Oh, fuck. He got him. He still has his counter, though. Unless he took that hit on purpose to get Megumi to drop his guard, and now he's going to hit him with his counter. Ooh. I know that. Imagine dropping to your knees on a marble floor by a pool. I know that shit probably hurt more than getting his shoulder ripped open. Fuck. I'm waiting for him to use his counter. Megumi has his guard down. This is the perfect opportunity. So Megumi ain't trusting anyone, bro. That's smart. That's how you have to think in this situation, bro. Why would he do that? Bro, if I got iced out like him just then, fuck you. I'm taking my points to the grave, bitch. Damn, okay. So he really did just die. I take that. You just gained 5 points. That's like ultimate confirmation that someone died. And remember that there's a theory that when people die, what they say becomes a curse. So he just said to Megumi, let fate toy with you a bit and die a fool. Foreshadowing? Like, remember when Yuji's grandpa, way back in the first episode, died and he said, make sure when you die, you're surrounded by loved ones, or I don't know, some shit like that. Or even when the principal got slimed out earlier on in this season, and he revealed the secret of his puppet technique to whoever it was that killed him. And they're like, why are you sharing this with me? And he said, this is my curse to you. So, hey, let fate toy with you and die a fool. Let's see.
高場の術式コメディアンは高場が受けると確信したイメージを実現させる五条悟にも対抗できうる術式
Damn.
高場は自身の術式のことを何も知らない
Okay. Because, bro, I saw something and it was a list of who has the most potential out of these people. And it was like Megumi was some shit, and it said Takaba with a dark sense of humor. Because anything he thinks is funny happens. So if he thought it'd be funny if a guillotine dropped out of the sky and beheaded you, it'd happen. That's actually, yeah, that's OP as fuck, bro. I don't think Gojo could beat that, right? Because what if he thought it was funny if Gojo's, like, imagine if Gojo's infinity, instead of pushing everything away, it went reverse and it pushed Gojo into himself and it, like, crushed him to death. If he thought that was funny, that's what would happen, right? That's how they explained it. Ooh. Chances Megumi ices her the fuck out with that blade? He's about it. I think he will. No. Boo! Simp. Ah, so that must have been his sister's voice that he heard saying not to do it. Man, shut up. Get out of my head. And you got shit to do yourself? Why are you dick riding what I'm doing? Oh, it's Angel. Damn. Because remember, one of their main objectives was to find this person, Angel, because her technique is the forced release of other techniques. It's like the blade that Toji stabbed Gojo with back in the flashback arc, where it goes into slow motion and you see it like cutting through his, or breaking through his infinity that stops everything from touching him. Because the blade had the same technique where it forces everything else to release. So they want to get her technique, or get her to hit the prison realm that Gojo is trapped inside with her technique, and it'll force it to release and Gojo will get out.
77点プレイヤー1の呪力出力を誇る大砲
Okay. So they just said cursed energy output. So I was going to say, doesn't Yuta have the most cursed energy? But he said cursed energy output. So maybe he has the most potent attacks? I don't know.
乙骨雄太所持ポイント35点
Fuck yes, bro.
百鬼夜行を
This is what I've been fucking waiting for, bro.
3ヶ月でいいの
Damn. Okay. So next week is the final episode of part 1. So they're going to leave us on a cliffhanger. I don't know how much time we're going to have to wait for part 2 to come out. Originally, I saw people saying it was only a couple of months. I'm seeing people say it's not until January next year. Like I said, bro, whoever decided to cut season 1 in half, I hope you get cut in half, bro. Fuck, if that's true. But when they were introducing all those players just then, they should have had like, oh yeah, this player has so many points, this player has so many points. When they introduced Yuta, it should have been Yuta Okotsu, 185 points. That would have been fucking fire. But I guess part 1 of season 3 is going to end with the 3-way domain expansion. Or is it 4-way? I can't remember. No, I'm not saying pause. Fire episode though. We kind of gotten past, I wouldn't say the season this far has been bullshit, but compared to what's coming up, it is bullshit. Like, so we got all that out of the way. We are now about to get into some fire. And we are about to get into some fire with a season break. Let's go. Apparently next week's episode is a bit longer. Might be, you know, around half an hour or something like that. So I'm expecting next week's episode to be the best one so far. Maybe not as, or it'll at least be on par with the Maki episode where she wiped the clan. So guess I'll see you then. Goodbye.